It's wrong what's happening to a lot of people in Minnesota and around the country, and all of us are standing up to say it's wrong.
A shutdown across the nation, urging people to stay home from school, work, and shopping today. People are preparing for what organizers call an ice out everywhere protest. These people were participating here in the Flint area this afternoon. Other protests will happen tomorrow. When people are out there protesting, they have rights under the First Amendment guaranteeing freedom of speech, assembly, and petition. But what does that really mean? I spoke with a law professor who says people have a right to stand on a sidewalk or in a public place and hold protests. And with some planned for this weekend, one constitutional attorney tells me that people can peacefully assemble to protest against the government.
People have a right to have their phones or their cameras or other recording devices. They have the right to record visually what law enforcement is doing. They also have a right to record audio of what law enforcement is doing.
There's a caveat, though. Constitutional law professor Brendan Beery tells me that people can't interfere actively with law enforcement operations.
But as long as they're not interfering, they absolutely do have a right to be in public and to record what their government is doing.
Last weekend, during a protest in Minneapolis, Minnesota, a man was shot and killed by an ICE officer. The shooting is under investigation. Afterwards, FBI Director Kash Patel said in a TV interview he didn't think it was smart to bring a loaded gun to a protest.
That's a real falsehood, the suggestion that people lose their Second Amendment rights when they're out in public watching or participating in a protest.
Beery says the Second Amendment allows people to bear arms, including in public. Right now, he thinks after last weekend's shooting, people are concerned about the right to exercise their rights. There are planned protests over the weekend here in Michigan opposing ICE. One will be in Mount Pleasant.
We just feel really strongly about what's happening in Minneapolis.
Indivisible Central Michigan has been protesting the Trump administration since August. Karen Green is on the leadership team. She says their group is about defending democracy.
We just feel it's important to keep the momentum going because we don't want to let that slow down. We want to keep the pressure on.
Indivisible Central Michigan will stage their protest at the corner of Mission and Broadway in Mount Pleasant. It's tomorrow from 11 to 1. Several Flint area businesses, they are participating in that ice out, including Queens Provisions and Soggy Bottom. Queens Provisions owner Emily Dorr says, quote, one of Flint's greatest strengths is its diverse population, including immigrants from many different places. Nationally, we support protests against the illegal actions of ICE and Border Patrol agents, and locally, we support the efforts of Latinx Fair International Center of Greater Flint, plus many others doing work every day to support our immigrant neighbors.